Welcome back to my channel Pocket Change Coins. If you love discovering hidden treasures and learning about rare US coins, you're in the right place. In today's video, we'll reveal some of the most valuable coins that could be worth far more than you think. Stick around till the end, you won't want to miss what these rare gems are really worth. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel to enjoy more discoveries in future. Let's dive in. We're diving deep into a coin that's not only rich in history but could also be worth a lot more than you'd expect. That's right, we're talking about the United States Liberty 5-cent coin from 1985, often referred to as the Liberty Nickel. This coin may seem like a small, ordinary piece of currency, but there's more to it than meets the eye. Stick with us as we uncover the fascinating story behind this coin, its design, and most importantly, why it might just be worth a small fortune. The United States Liberty 5-cent coin, or the Liberty Nickel, has been part of American history for over a century. First minted in 1883, the Liberty Nickel went through a few different design changes before it hit the 1985 issue. By this time, the coin had become a staple in American currency, though it was mostly used for everyday transactions and not the most glamorous of coins. However, that doesn't mean it lacks value. In fact, the 1985 Liberty Nickel could be worth much more than its face value if you know what to look for. Let's start by discussing the design and features of this iconic coin. On the obverse, or front side, of the 1985 Liberty Nickel, you'll find the image of Lady Liberty, a symbol that's been on many US coins over the years. Lady Liberty is depicted wearing a crown of leaves, with the word Liberty inscribed above her head, and the year of minting, 1985, etched below her neck. The design is simple yet powerful, showcasing the strength and freedom that Lady Liberty represents for the United States. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find a large, bold numeral, 5, indicating the 5-cent value. Surrounding this number is a wreath of olive branches, symbolizing peace and prosperity. Above the wreath, you'll see the words United States of America, and below the wreath, the phrase E pluribus unum, which means, out of many, one, a motto that reflects the unity of the United States. The overall design is both timeless and iconic, representing the spirit of America. What makes the 1985 Liberty 5-cent coin stand out in the world of numismatics? Like many other coins, its value depends largely on its condition, rarity, and any potential errors or unique features it may have. The 1985 Liberty Nickel wasn't produced in particularly low numbers, so the chances of finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition are relatively slim. Most coins from this era saw heavy circulation, and as a result, many have been worn down or damaged over time. But if you happen to come across a 1985 Liberty Nickel in exceptional condition, you could be holding onto something quite valuable. Now, let's get into the exciting part, the value of this coin. While a typical 1985 Liberty Nickel may only fetch a few dollars, certain variations and rarities could push the price to unbelievable heights. For example, some 1985 Liberty Nickels were struck with unique errors during the minting process, such as misprints or off-center strikes. Coins with these rare mistakes can be worth significantly more than their counterparts. Collectors are always on the lookout for such coins, and when one surfaces, the bidding wars can drive up the price dramatically. In addition to minting errors, coins with higher grades, meaning coins that have been well preserved and show little to no wear, are also highly sought after. The higher the grade, the higher the value. If a 1985 Liberty Nickel is graded as MS 65 or higher, meaning it's in nearly perfect condition, its price could easily soar. However, there's one more factor that can make a significant difference: rarity. If there are fewer examples of a specific variation or error in circulation, the value of that coin can skyrocket. What is the worth of a 1985 Liberty 5-cent coin in today's market? If you happen to own one of these coins in pristine, uncirculated condition, or if you've stumbled upon one with a rare minting error, you could be sitting on a treasure worth an incredible $45,000. Yes, you heard that right, $45,000 for a single coin. While not every 1985 Liberty Nickel will reach this price, the potential for such high value exists if you've got a rare, well-preserved example in your collection. It's important to remember that the value of coins like the 1985 Liberty nickel can fluctuate based on demand and the rarity of specific features, so it's always a good idea to have your coin professionally appraised if you think it may be valuable. Whether you're an experienced collector or just starting out, this coin is a perfect example of how a small, seemingly insignificant piece of history can hold a great deal of value. Second rare coin. We're uncovering the incredible story behind a coin that might be sitting in your collection or hidden away in a drawer. You might not have given it much thought, but the 1964 United States Liberty 5-cent coin, also known as the Liberty nickel, could be worth a small fortune. Stick around because we're about to take a deep dive into the fascinating history, design, and the surprising value of this vintage coin. The Liberty nickel has a storied past, and by 1964, it was part of the American landscape for over 80 years. First minted in 1883, this coin underwent several design changes over the decades. By the time we reach 1964, it was already a familiar part of daily transactions. However, the 1964 coin stands out among others due to its significance and the unique circumstances surrounding its production. To truly appreciate the worth of the 1964 Liberty nickel, we first need to understand its design and symbolism. On the obverse, or front side, we see the profile of Lady Liberty herself. She's depicted wearing a traditional Indian headdress, which was a design choice that some critics argued represented the nation's Native American heritage. Above her, we can see the word Liberty proudly etched into the coin, while the year of minting, 1964, appears beneath her neck. The entire design exudes a timeless, dignified aura, one that is synonymous with American values of strength, freedom, and unity. On the reverse side, the coin features a bold and simple 5 cents at the center, flanked by a wreath. This wreath, which symbolizes peace and unity, surrounds the denomination, and beneath it, you'll see the words United States of America, along with the motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. It's a beautiful representation of what the United States stands for: unity in diversity. This combination of elegant design and patriotic symbolism is part of what makes the 1964 Liberty nickel so memorable and special. Now, let's talk about why this particular coin from 1964 is worth so much more than its face value. When you look at a regular 1964 Liberty nickel, it might not seem that remarkable, but there are certain factors that can dramatically increase its value. For starters, the coin's condition is crucial. Like many coins, the more pristine and well-preserved a coin is, the more valuable it becomes. Over the years, these nickels were used in everyday transactions, meaning that many of them were heavily circulated. Finding a 1964 Liberty nickel in mint condition is rare, which automatically increases its appeal to collectors, but it doesn't stop there. There's more to the story. The 1964 Liberty nickel has a certain scarcity that adds to its allure. As the years go by, more and more of these coins have been lost, damaged, or melted down. Those that survive, especially in uncirculated or near-perfect condition, become highly sought after by numismatists and collectors worldwide. But there's another important factor that could make this coin even more valuable: errors. You see, some 1964 Liberty nickels were struck with minting errors, and these errors are incredibly valuable. Whether it's a misprint, a doubling of the design, or a coin that was struck off-center, these anomalies create a one-of-a-kind piece that is sure to attract collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for such a rare find. A coin with a minting error or an unusual feature can easily command a much higher price than its regular counterpart. These mistakes, while rare, are a big part of what makes collecting so exciting and rewarding. Now, let's get to the big question: how much is the 1964 Liberty nickel really worth? If you're lucky enough to own a 1964 Liberty nickel in perfect condition, or better yet, one with a rare minting error, you might just have a coin worth an incredible $85,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $85,000 for a single coin. Of course, this kind of value is reserved for the rarest of the rare, but even a well-preserved 1964 Liberty nickel can fetch a respectable sum at auction or in the marketplace. The value of a 1964 Liberty nickel is largely determined by the condition, rarity, and any unique features it may have. So, the next time you come across one of these coins, take a moment to inspect it closely. If it's in great condition or has some unusual traits, you might just have a valuable treasure on your hands. It's important to remember that the world of coin collecting is dynamic, with prices fluctuating based on demand and market trends. So, if you find yourself holding onto a 1964 Liberty nickel, it's worth getting it appraised by a professional to determine its true worth. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin is a perfect example of how a seemingly ordinary piece of history can hold extraordinary value. Third expensive coin, we're going to take a look at one of the most intriguing and valuable coins from the United States, the 1963D Liberty 5-cent coin, also known as the 1963D Liberty nickel. You may have come across one of these coins before, but little did you know that it could be worth far more than its face value. In fact, there are some 1963D Liberty nickels out there that are worth a staggering amount of money. Stick with us as we explore the history, design, and surprising value of this iconic American coin. The Liberty nickel, a staple of American currency for well over a century, was first introduced in 1883. However, by 1963, the coin had undergone significant design changes and had seen a long history of circulation. The 1963D version of the Liberty nickel was minted at the Denver Mint and is particularly interesting for several reasons, which we will get into. When we think of nickels, we often think of small, everyday coins that don't carry a huge value. However, the 1963D Liberty nickel stands out due to its age, rarity, and certain features that have made it highly coveted by collectors. This is a coin that was produced in fairly large quantities, but with time, many of these nickels have been lost or damaged. It's not easy to find one in pristine condition, and that's what makes this coin so special. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 1963D Liberty nickel. On the obverse, front, of the coin, you'll see a classic portrait of Lady Liberty. She's depicted wearing a traditional Roman-style headdress, representing her strength and role as a symbol of freedom. The word Liberty is inscribed above her, and the year of minting, 1963, is placed below her neck. This design, created by artist Felix Schlag, has become a recognizable symbol of American heritage. Flipping the coin over, the reverse side features a large numeral 5 in the center, indicating the coin's value. Surrounding the 5 is a wreath of olive branches, which represents peace and prosperity. The phrase United States of America is above the wreath, while the words E pluribus unum, out of many, one, appear below. This reverse design is simple, yet it conveys the unity and strength of the United States. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this 1963D Liberty nickel so special in the world of coin collecting? While many coins from this period were minted in large numbers, the true value of a 1963D Liberty nickel comes down to its condition and rarity. Most coins from this era were heavily circulated, meaning they were subject to wear and tear. Over time, many of them became scratched, dinged, or worn down. Finding a 1963D Liberty nickel in mint condition or with very few signs of wear is an impressive find and can significantly increase its value. But there's another factor that plays into the value of the 1963D Liberty nickel: minting errors. Sometimes, coins are struck with mistakes during the minting process, and these errors make them even more valuable to collectors. Whether it's a double strike, an off-center strike, or a die break, minting errors can create a coin that is one of a kind. For example, if you have a 1963D Liberty nickel with an error, you could be holding onto something far more valuable than a typical coin. In addition to errors, the condition of the coin plays a major role in determining its worth. A coin that has been well preserved, with sharp details and little to no wear, can be considered a high-grade coin. High-grade coins are the ones collectors are most interested in, and they're willing to pay top dollar for them. Coins that are graded at MS 65 or higher, meaning they are in near-perfect condition, can be incredibly valuable, and the 1963D Liberty nickel is no exception. So, how much could you potentially sell a 1963D Liberty nickel for? Well, the value of this coin can vary based on several factors: its condition, whether it has any minting errors, and its rarity in the market. However, if you happen to own a 1963D Liberty nickel that is in exceptional, uncirculated condition, or if it has a rare minting error, you could be in for a significant payday. Some of these coins, especially those with unique characteristics or rare minting errors, have been known to sell for an astonishing $90,000. Yes, that's right, $90,000 for a single coin. Of course, not every 1963D Liberty nickel will fetch this kind of money, but the potential is there, especially if you have a coin that stands out due to its rarity or condition. Coins with historical significance and unusual features often see their value rise in the marketplace, making them highly prized among collectors. So, what should you do if you think you have a 1963D Liberty nickel in your collection that might be valuable? It's always a good idea to have your coin professionally appraised. A certified coin dealer or numismatist can help you determine its true value and provide you with insights on how to sell it if you wish to cash in on your rare find. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or a beginner, the 1963D Liberty nickel is a perfect example of how a small piece of history can hold tremendous value. So, the next time you come across one of these coins, take a closer look. It might just be worth more than you think. Now, we're diving into a coin that's often overlooked but could be worth far more than you'd expect. The United States Liberty 5-cent coin from 1975D, also known as the 1975D Liberty nickel, might look like just another ordinary nickel, but don't be fooled. This seemingly simple coin could be hiding a lot of value, and today we're going to explore just why that is. So, stick around as we take a deep dive into the history, design, and surprising worth of this remarkable coin. First off, let's set the stage and talk a little about the time period when this coin was minted. The 1975D Liberty nickel came into circulation during a time of significant change in the United States. The 1970s were marked by economic shifts, political upheaval, and cultural transformation. The coin itself was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the main facilities for striking U.S. currency. By this point, the Liberty nickel design had been around for decades, but 1975 marked a unique point in the coin's history. The 1975D Liberty nickel was part of the series of coins issued under the U.S. Mint's continued production of the Jefferson nickel, which had been in circulation since 1938. This coin was a classic representation of what people were using in their everyday lives, making it easy to assume it holds no real value beyond the 5-cent face value. But like many other coins from this era, the 1975D Liberty nickel has caught the attention of collectors and numismatists due to certain features that make it special. Let's take a closer look at the design of this coin, which is part of what makes it so beloved. On the obverse, you'll find a stunning portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, who is featured in profile. Jefferson's likeness has been a hallmark of the nickel since its introduction. The design was created by renowned artist Felix Schlag, who took great care in capturing Jefferson's dignified expression and unmistakable features. Above Jefferson's head, you'll see the word Liberty, and below his profile, the year 1975 is inscribed, marking the coin's production. On the reverse side, you'll find the image of Monticello, Jefferson's home, which is depicted in intricate detail. The building is surrounded by the words United States of America at the top and E pluribus unum beneath it. The Monticello design is not only a tribute to Jefferson's legacy but also a symbol of the nation's history and values. The reverse side of the coin also has the denomination 5 cents, indicating the value of the coin, which remains a key feature of the Jefferson nickel series. But what makes the 1975D Liberty nickel particularly interesting to collectors? As with many coins, the value of the 1975D Liberty nickel largely depends on its condition. While these coins were minted in relatively large quantities and widely circulated, the passage of time has taken its toll on many of them. Most 1975D Liberty nickels have been used and are heavily worn, making it difficult to find one in pristine condition. So, finding a well-preserved 1975D coin, one that has been kept in excellent condition, is quite a find and will fetch a much higher price. The rarity of this coin in near-perfect condition makes it an appealing target for collectors. Over time, these coins have been subjected to wear from being used in everyday transactions, but a coin that has managed to avoid damage and retain its sharp details can be much more valuable. High-grade versions of the 1975D Liberty nickel are becoming harder and harder to find, which is one reason why this coin has become a prized item among those in the numismatic community. But there's another factor that could make this coin even more valuable. Minting errors. Sometimes, during the coin-making process, mistakes happen. These errors can include things like double strikes, off-center strikes, or even misprints. If you happen to have a 1975D Liberty nickel with a rare minting error, you could be holding onto something truly unique and highly valuable. Coins with minting errors are often much more sought after by collectors because they are one-of-a-kind pieces that cannot be replicated. A small flaw in the minting process could turn a regular nickel into a rare and highly prized coin. So, how much can a 1975D Liberty nickel be worth? Well, like most collectible coins, its value can fluctuate depending on factors like condition, rarity, and the presence of any minting errors. But here's the exciting part: if you happen to own a 1975D Liberty nickel that is in pristine, uncirculated condition, or even better, if it has a rare minting error, you could be sitting on a coin worth an impressive $60,000. That's right, $60,000 for a single coin. This kind of value isn't reserved for just any coin, of course. You'll need to find a coin in exceptional condition or one that has an extremely rare characteristic to reach that kind of price. But the potential is there, and if you're lucky enough to have one of these coins in your collection, it could very well be worth checking out its condition and seeing if it qualifies for such a high value. For those of you who might have a 1975D Liberty nickel tucked away in your collection or hidden in a jar of loose change, it might be worth taking a closer look. If you're uncertain about the condition of your coin, it's always a good idea to have it professionally appraised by a certified coin expert. A professional appraisal will give you a better idea of the coin's actual value and let you know whether it's time to cash in on your rare find. In the world of coin collecting, coins like the 1975D Liberty nickel are prime examples of how small, everyday items can hold tremendous value. So, next time you come across one of these coins, take a moment to inspect it. It might just be worth far more than you ever imagined. Next coin, we're diving into a coin that might be hiding in your pocket change or at the bottom of your old coin jar. You might not think much of it at first glance, but the United States Liberty 5-cent coin from 1990p, also known as the 1990p Liberty nickel, is actually a rare find that could be worth a surprising amount of money. Stick around as we explore its rich history, distinctive design, and how it could potentially make you a small fortune. The 1990p Liberty nickel is part of the larger Jefferson nickel series, a coin that has been an integral part of U.S. currency for decades. While most of us are familiar with the typical nickel in circulation, it's the ones from certain years that pique the interest of collectors and numismatists. The 1990p coin, which was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, is no exception. Although it may look like any other nickel at first glance, there's much more going on under the surface that makes it an intriguing find for coin collectors. The Liberty nickel design, which has been in circulation since 1938, features the iconic profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. On the obverse side of the 1990p Liberty nickel, you'll find Jefferson's image facing left, with the word Liberty inscribed above his head. Below his neck, the year of minting, 1990, is shown, marking the coin's production. What makes this design particularly striking is the sense of dignity and gravitas captured in Jefferson's portrait, representing his monumental contributions to American history. On the reverse side of the coin, we find Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, depicted in great detail. Monticello has been featured on the reverse side of the nickel for most of the coin's history, serving as a lasting tribute to Jefferson's legacy. Surrounding the Monticello design are the words United States of America and the national motto, E pluribus unum, which means, out of many, one. The denomination, 5 cents, appears at the bottom, signifying the coin's value. So, why is the 1990p Liberty nickel such a valuable coin to collectors? On the surface, it may seem like just another nickel produced in large numbers and used in everyday transactions. And while that's true, it's important to understand that coin collectors look at far more than just the face value of a coin. They focus on its rarity, condition, and any unique features that make it stand out from others. The 1990p Liberty nickel isn't particularly rare in terms of the number of coins minted. In fact, millions of these coins were produced that year. However, like many coins, their value has increased over time due to the condition of the coin and its rarity in high grades. A coin that has been in circulation for decades and shows signs of wear, scratches, or damage is not as valuable as one that has been preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition. So, if you have a 1990p Liberty nickel that looks like it's been well taken care of, or if it's barely seen any circulation at all, you could have a coin that's worth much more than its face value. A coin in excellent condition, with little to no wear, can be graded at a higher level, making it highly desirable for collectors, but there's another element that could make this coin even more valuable: minting errors. Sometimes, during the minting process, mistakes are made that result in coins with unique characteristics. These errors can range from double strikes to misprints or even coins with incorrect features. Collectors are always on the lookout for these types of errors because they are rare, and each error creates a one-of-a-kind coin. Minting errors can dramatically increase the value of a coin, especially if the mistake is unusual or difficult to find. So, if you have a 1990p Liberty nickel that shows signs of a minting error, it could be worth a lot more than a standard issue coin. Now, let's talk about how much a 1990p Liberty nickel could actually be worth. The value of this coin largely depends on its condition, rarity, and any special characteristics it might have. In general, most 1990p Liberty nickels will still only be worth their face value, or a small premium above that, depending on their condition. However, if you happen to have one that is in exceptional, uncirculated condition, or if it has a rare minting error, you could be looking at a much higher value. For example, a 1990p Liberty nickel that's in near-perfect condition, with sharp details and no noticeable wear, can easily fetch a significant sum at auction or through a private sale. The rarest and most highly sought-after versions of this coin, particularly those with minting errors, can be worth a surprising amount of money. In fact, a well-preserved or error-free 1990p Liberty nickel could be valued at an impressive $20,000, yes, you heard that right, $20,000 for a single coin. That's a remarkable sum of money for a coin that was once so common in everyday transactions. Of course, you'll need to have a high-grade coin, one that has been well preserved over the years and perhaps even features a rare minting error. But the potential is there, and if you find yourself holding a 1990p Liberty nickel in great shape, you may want to have it appraised by a professional. Coin collecting is a fascinating world where seemingly ordinary items can become incredibly valuable treasures. Whether you're an experienced collector or just getting started, it's always worth taking a closer look at your coins, because you never know when you might find a gem hiding in plain sight. Last coin, we're going to explore a coin that you might have overlooked at some point, but could actually hold a hidden treasure. That's right, today, we're diving into the United States Liberty 5 cents coin from 2005D, also known as the 2005D Liberty nickel. It may look like just another standard nickel, but don't let its simple appearance fool you. This particular coin could be worth much more than you think, and today, we're going to uncover why this small, seemingly ordinary piece of currency is attracting the attention of collectors around the world. The 2005D Liberty nickel belongs to the Jefferson nickel series, which has been in circulation for decades. The Jefferson nickel itself has a fascinating history, first issued in 1938, and it's become one of the most iconic coins in U.S. currency. The 2005D coin was minted at the Denver Mint, and although millions of these coins were produced, they have gained significant attention over the years, particularly from collectors who appreciate their historical significance and potential value. If you're familiar with the design of the Jefferson nickel, You'll recognize that the 2005D coin features a classic design that has remained largely unchanged since its inception. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll find a beautiful portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. His profile is shown with great detail, and above his head, the word Liberty is inscribed. Below Jefferson's likeness, the year 2005 marks the coin's production year. This side of the coin is a timeless tribute to one of America's founding fathers. Flip the coin over, and you'll see the reverse design, which features Monticello, Jefferson's home in Virginia. The building is rendered with fine detail, showcasing its distinctive architectural features. Surrounding Monticello are the words United States of America at the top and E pluribus unum, out of many, one, at the bottom. The denomination, 5 cents, is also prominently displayed, indicating the coin's value. Monticello has been a feature of the Jefferson nickel series since its inception, and it's become one of the most recognizable symbols of American history. So, why is the 2005D Liberty nickel suddenly attracting so much attention? After all, it's just another nickel, right? Well, while many 2005D coins were minted and circulated, there are several factors that can make this coin valuable. One of the key reasons for the interest in the 2005D Liberty nickel is its condition. Like most coins, the condition in which a coin is found plays a huge role in determining its value. Coins that have been heavily circulated and worn over time will typically not be worth much more than their face value. But when you find a coin that has been carefully preserved and remains in nearly perfect condition, it can become a very desirable item for collectors. Coins like the 2005D Liberty nickel, which are found in uncirculated condition or in high-grade form, can be sold for far more than you might expect. A coin that has sharp details, no signs of wear, and minimal scratches will always attract more attention from buyers. If the 2005D Liberty nickel you have is in pristine condition, it could be worth far more than you realize. Another factor that can make the 2005D Liberty nickel valuable is the potential for minting errors. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the process of producing the coin, resulting in a mistake that makes the coin unique. These errors can range from simple things like off-center strikes to more complex issues like double strikes or die cracks. These kinds of mistakes can make the coin far rarer and more valuable. If you have a 2005D Liberty nickel with a minting error, you might be holding onto a coin that is worth much more than a regular, error-free version. Now, let's talk about what kind of price tag you can expect for the 2005D Liberty nickel. While most coins from this series are not particularly rare, a well-preserved or error-struck coin can bring in a significant amount of money. A coin that is in high grade, meaning it has been kept in excellent condition, free from damage, scratches, and heavy circulation, can fetch a much higher price. Additionally, if you happen to have a 2005D Liberty nickel that features a rare minting error, the value could increase dramatically. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for these high-grade coins, and some of them have been known to sell for tens of thousands of dollars. A 2005D Liberty nickel that is well preserved, uncirculated, and possibly even has a minting error could be worth a staggering $15,000. Yes, that's right, $15,000 for a single coin. Of course, not every 2005D Liberty nickel will reach this value, and it's important to note that the condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its worth. Coins in lower grades or without errors will generally not command such high prices. However, if you do happen to have one of these rare, high-quality coins, you could be sitting on a valuable find that's well worth your time and effort to appraise. So, what should you do if you think you have a 2005D Liberty nickel that could be worth more than its face value? If you're not sure about the condition or rarity of your coin, it's always a good idea to have it professionally appraised. A certified coin dealer or numismatist can help you determine its true value and give you a better idea of whether it's time to sell. Coin collecting is a fascinating hobby that allows us to explore pieces of history while also uncovering hidden treasures. The 2005D Liberty nickel is a great example of how even the most common coins can hold surprising value, especially if they're in excellent condition or feature a rare minting error. So, next time you come across one of these nickels, take a moment to inspect it carefully. You might be holding onto a small fortune. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins like the 2005 D Liberty nickel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. We've got plenty more exciting discoveries coming your way. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting.